Chelsea and the all-important win that they needed to get our English Premier League after dropping points from winning position. Saying somewhere on Boxing Day, Chelsea have managed to get the results our English Premier League and I think that for a lot of people, ABI they also just Southampton keke. And you just Southampton, to be very honest. Like Enzo Maresca said in his pre-match press conference, the fact that confidence was low and the fact that the are not won again in a long time, it was always going to go down to being a tricky game or Stamford Bridge. But then again, it's a game where Chelsea had to dig in and get a job done. Obviously, FC Barcelona, big one also, and then in the Copa del Rey also, and of course Internazionale Milan, big one, or the Italian Super Copa, and also Italian Copa or so. We'll talk about all those things, and then post-match analysis, the updates, and then the highlights I was on Fiifi-Manfred and YouTube. Guys, like I've always said, someone subscribe to the channel now. Michelle, subscribe to the channel and turn your notification. Pay your data and analytics now. And you clear say chunk load of you and subscribe to the channel. Now, Michelle, subscribe to the channel and turn your notification. Send me anytime be a content ever drop or your first to have it. That also motivates us to put out some of the best productions for you. Send me a consistently with more updates on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. So subscribe. Thank you to every one of you are more sharing for so enjoy analysis than was on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. I'm very, very grateful to BBI. Come on. So obviously, and this morning, one of the things that I said clearly in Share Passports and is to be very honest, we'll share games that I said Nottingham Forest ebo, games that I said Newcastle ebo, games that I said Man City ebo, games that even I said Bournemouth ebo, and you're non-negotiable say Chelsea ebe any excuse to go and play against my friend in Southampton. Now only results one. It's completely a game that Chelsea has to find a way to win. It doesn't have to be nice, it doesn't have to be flamboyant, it doesn't have to be and say it's just an effective game where Chelsea get the results from there. Of course, all of the teams in and around Chelsea before Samaria, all of these guys knew said they needed to get the results and they can be in a touching distance or the top 4. In fact, from 4th to about 10th position, just 5 points when they separated all of the teams there on. So really, it means that it was a game where Chelsea had to go in and then get the job done. The sad bit, and is not Chelsea going into this one. Lose 13 points from winning positions in 9 games since Boxing Day. So obviously not good enough for Chelsea Football Club, and Chelsea needed to react. And make kind say according to Paul Mason, also say Enzo Maresca cramp and Sheni, and I say lose so much against Southampton and I say Leicester City, then Chelsea are going to be in trouble. Now Chelsea went into this game obviously before so much say okay, the planned issue of stadium protest and never because or Stamford Bridge or so there were a lot of Chelsea fans that caused Stamford Bridge anymore protest against the owners. Maybe say Baghdad, Ekbali out, Clearlake out, and it's man. Of course, the game did go on. Enzo Maresca echoing the match with a tweaked lineup kakra. What he did in his he went into that game. One of the big also advantages about for Chelsea before second game started was the injury boost that Chelsea had with respect to Branty friend Wesley Fofana. I kind of several times say Chelsea best centre back this season. Branty friend Wesley Fofana. So about a highliner, the need for a physical, aggressive, proactive centre back with him stepping into midfield. Now all making some of the best decisions for you, very, very important. And that's exactly what happened. Say Wesley Fofana prior to Chelsea any other replacement of Branty for Branty friend Wesley Fofana. So he the fact that said Wesley Fofana was so important for Chelsea. It was so much in him, and it was the first good news that came in over there for Chelsea Football Club. What happened? And he said in the first half, Chelsea went into the game with a very, very good one. Chelsea's opponents, and then Southampton are conceding 10 corner kicks so far, the most in Europe's top 5 leagues almost every game here, Southampton conceded 10 corner kicks so far this season. Almost every time, Oma conceded 10 goals from corner kicks. Chelsea scored also from a set piece. Of course, Enzo Maresca went into the game resting his James. Ewechono, Bo Malo Gusto, Bo Tosin Adrebiayo, Bo Levaiko, Bo Abrantia friend Marco Crea. Then in the middle of the park, kept it Abrantia friend Enzo Fernandez and Abrantia, your friend Moses Caicedo. Then played Jadon Sancho rather on the right, and Bo Abrantia, your friend Pedro Neto centrally, Kopama as one of the 10s, then kept in Nkunku also as an extra 10. Now a simple 4-2-3-1 for Chelsea Football Club. And before the game, Enzo Maresca can say, we always try to prepare in the best way. This is tricky and a tough game, but they are aggressive and they try to be man-to-man. It will be a tough game, but we'll try to do our best over there. Talking about the game planner, Enzo Maresca, and then Rantiano, Atletico matching and what they wanted to do with respect to the game, and all of the things that were going on about it with respect to the game that was going to be on. It was really, really important. Said Chelsea, needed points, as they really wanted to get a job done against team your friend against team my friend Newcastle. And remember if we say in and around that time, not Brighton, so any team your friend Bournemouth but in fact Brighton we need a game against Bournemouth, and I know anything I make Chelsea and yet just a win against Southampton. It's a really important thing for Chelsea Football Club because Brighton lose so much, Villa lose so much. So it means that Chelsea 3 points helps them pull away from the lot. If they can get another win against Leicester City, that makes it really important. Brighton, Bournemouth, and Palace, Villa. So Chelsea is set to be back in the top 4 tonight with a win, which is a very, very good one in there. And that was a very good one. Like I said, the first half was a good one from Chelsea Football Club. Southampton, like Enzo Maresca said in his pre-match press conference, tried to be aggressive, tried to really run the channels and press Chelsea and then go man for man. But it's the patience of Philip Jorgensen and any teammates and the calmness on and off the ball to really be patient and look for the openings. That was the most important thing that happened. And it's that Chelsea, before the game, now Southampton are considered the most goals from corner kicks this season. Now what happened is that Chelsea first goal via Brantier friend Christopher Nkunku from a corner kick off the far post, and then Nkunku and then Thibaut Maché. And since the last time Nkunku in a go against Southampton, our English Premier League, not on share go, I think this is just the second go over there. It can't go in now for Palmer. It becomes recurring over there in Nkunku, and of course, or you sign a balloon celebration, and it was really, really important for team my friend Chelsea Football Club at that point in time. After that first goal, Brantier friend Christopher Nkunku. Chelsea needed that. Chelsea needed constant, consistent, incessant pressure from Brantier friend Christopher Nkunku, and the first goal to settle the nest, because at the beginning of the game, Obia Huse Kopama has been a little bit unlucky. In fact, game not started, it's aka last in the beginning of the season, Kopama as a last season, aka hat-trick straight, but the ball just wouldn't get in. Some Bobia Ramsdale, SCV, one of them just went wide, and it was not good at all for Brantier friend Kopama, and he kept on trying in there. In fact, I think that one of the things that Chelsea had missed, and I think that they missed that the game against Villa, and he said inverting Reece James, I think limits Chelsea to an extent. The relentless energy at Marco Crea, Edisha in Fiifi-Manfred to play as Chelsea extra midfielder next to Caicedo on the ball, off the ball. James doesn't just have that energy yet, and try one share, then you force him to go on another injury spree. In the first half, it was an important play from a Brantier friend of Marco Crea in the middle of the park, and it's the same also for Aston Villa. I think that this season, one of Chelsea's most important players, outrightly, has been a Brantier friend of Marco Crea. Really important in the middle of the park against Villa, and I think that he was one of the players that everything was evolving around. Only a Brantier friend Enzo Fernandez. So in the first half, Enzo Fernandez had 3 key passes, 5 passes into the final third over the Omar, very good through balls over there, 3/3 accurate long balls, 5/5 ground balls over there for him. And of course, for me, the best midfielder in the first half and throughout the game was a branch friend of Marco Correa. And this is what you have for Marco Correa in the first half. 92% pass accuracy, 2 passes into the final third, 3 recoveries over there for a branch friend of Marco Correa. And then, of course, you will have Abrantia, your friend of 3 recoveries, 3 over 3 successful tackles, 4 over 5 ground duels from Abrantia friend of Marco Correa. So in the first half, there was total dominance from Marco Correa and Abrantia friend Enzo Fernandez Marco Correa helping with the job without the ball and on the ball, whilst Enzo Fernandez helping with build-up. In fact, not Chelsea air build up from the back. You could tell the Southampton for their pressing man for man when he on them. Now, one of the things that did the trick, he said every time Enzo Fernandez is comfortable in receiving the ball in the half space, until he just has to drop his shoulder and place for it. And I like the fact that Philip Jorgensen was always confident and waited. Says the opening the bar, my ball into the path of Pedro Neto on the ground, or can play it into space for Pedro Neto run into the path of Brante Feno and Bella Kocha El Honum and then get a job. And I think that in the first half, it was a really good one over there with and without El Honum and Fiifi-Manfred. Enzo Fernandez has contributed 12 goals, 4 goals, 8 assists, 30 appearances across all competition this season, as many as his previous 62 games for Chelsea, 7 goals and 5 assists. Really instrumental for Chelsea Football Club this season, El Honum, and he has been very, very important for Chelsea, El Honum. And then it means that Abrantia Feno Levi Cole rather became the left centre back, and then Fiifi-Manfred be right centre back, and come Abrantia Feno Malo Gusto. Then you had Abrantia Feno tossing at the BIO, the CCB, and Fiifi-Manfred. And I think that once in the first half, in Kuku go nearby and opened up the spaces over there. Then a very good press from Chelsea, won the ball from the middle of the park. A good combination from Nkunku and Abrantia Feno Pedro Neto, and a sweet ball striking from Pedro Neto left foot, and a share Abrantia Feno Ramsdale on the first goal. At that point in time, for me, I kept on saying that said Chelsea into me improve your goal difference now. Early this season, of course, also chances that Palmer in the first half now. You would have felt saying early this season like Chelsea. Even now, by that time, Palmer should be 2 or 3 goals, but it did not happen until another free kick, a ball that was a very, very good, brilliant one. Sent in by Abrantia friend Pedro Neto, and of course, Abrantia friend Levi Cole. I didn't need to pay me. Chelsea. I shared the third goal. In the first half, it was 3-0, and for me, it was important over there for Chelsea Football Club. It's the first half number Kumu with a 3-0 lead. It was very, very important because at the end of the day, Chelsea had to manage a lot of things. Chelsea had to come in and make sure that they have enough in the first half. So maybe as the second half, they can come in and then get a job done over there. And like I said, not games not in and around Chelsea means that Chelsea needed to get those results. Once the second half did come, you could tell that still not Chelsea were trying to still force and probe and get the results over there. But at 3-0, it was important. When Enzo Maresca, Abrantia Feno, Pedro Neto, it was a smart decision because Pedro Neto has been burning a lot of energy, now the outlet for Chelsea. Chelsea will need him against Leicester City. Very, very important one for Abrantia Feno, Pedro Neto, off and on the ball for Chelsea this time. So we're running channels now. I'm at Chelsea Football Club doing a similar job to what Nicholas Jackson here for Chelsea, and I think that has been some very, very good profiling from Chelsea. In a game against Villa, like I said, Enzo Maresca set up the team well. If it had been saying Chelsea in a win was so much, I'm sure that by now people would have given more credit to coach and friend Enzo Maresca, but obviously he didn't go on like that. I like the fact that he set up the team using Abrantia Feno Pedro Neto as the guy that runs the channels, as the guy that does the hold-out play, as the guy that sometimes can play to fit and turn around, spin, and then play and bring other players into play. Really important play for Chelsea Football Club, El Honum. And it was really, really important for Chelsea Football Club, El Honum. One player that I think did also very well on and off the ball was Abrantia Feno Jadon Sancho, especially when he was playing off the right and maybe in a normal position. Jadon Sancho usually plays off the left. Sancho receiving the ball a lot centrally now. Interesting. Front four and then a little bit more fluid for Chelsea Football Club, and that's a very, very good play. From the right hand side, from the left hand side, Jadon Sancho proved to be very important, especially without the ball. That's where you needed Jadon Sancho to really impose himself on it. Neto is even more giving the reins like that as Wolves starting central as centre forward allows him to drift into the left or right zones of the pitch and means he's not confined on the wing and he's more free. And I think that's very, very important over there. I said in the first half, no, Abrante's friend Cole Palmer was a little bit overthinking it and it was a very good display. Abrante's friend Malo Gusto has had issues with games at Chelsea about this season, but it was a good one against Kamaldeen Sulemana in the first and second half over there for Chelsea Football Club. Last game and a half, Neto has comfortably been the best and most influential Chelsea player. He can't touch the wings again. Whatever role he ends up being used in long term for us needs to have him in a more central areas now over there for Chelsea Football Club. And Chelsea in a 3-5-2 shape, rotations between Cucurella and Enzo Fernandez on the left-hand side pivot. Southampton trying to press man for man, but no pressing Jorgensen to let Chelsea play out of the press instead of waiting for Chelsea whilst pressing high, which is giving lots of space in behind for Chelsea Football Club. Really, really important. Southampton are poor after conceding lose their heads and quickly Chelsea come in and then score some more goals over there for Chelsea Football Club with respect to their goal, and how Chelsea were going on to go and get a result over there. Mark Cucurella in the fourth goal in the second half after Sir Branch friend Pedro Neto in the film on the Tyree George Bites come and play more as a false nine. Then there were a lot of rotations up top for Chelsea Football Club. And I think it was a very, very good one for Chelsea Football Club to be able to bring in star players now. Mark Cucurella now can come on, can also help the team. And can also he got his goal, which is really, really important. So some good stuff over there from Chelsea Football Club. And some good ones over there in all of the games that Chelsea boy, and very, very, very good needed win for Chelsea Football Club. What it means, and is that Chelsea now go straight into the top four. There are big games for Man City. Any team they're friend Nottingham Forest. If Nottingham Forest drop points, Chelsea close in on them. I think at just about 1 or 3 points or so, and comfortably sit ahead of team and friend Manchester City, going ahead of Leicester City. You win that one, you go as far as third position, and then you build confidence from there and probably stick there for themselves or for them. So that is a good one. On the other hand, FC Barcelona was in the Copa del Rey semi-final against team and friend Atletico Madrid from team and friend FC Barcelona. That was a very good one from FC Barcelona. Of course, after said not Barcelona so my first game the last time out against team Atletico de Madrid. That was Spanish La Liga in December. Now this was a game that Barca really want to go on and go and get a win. I said it this morning, said so share the dynamics now. In the next 5 games, Atletico de Madrid will meet either of Madrid or Barca. And it started today. Copa del Rey, Barca and Atletico de Madrid, the Coco boy. Of course, Hansi Flick with a very, very strong foot, going in with Pau Kobasi and Inigo Martinez as the 2 center-back pair. Alejandro Baudena, Branta Feni, Jules Koundé making the back 4. Then, of course, in Fiifi-Manfred played with Danny, with Frankie de Jong as the central CM that controls the game in terms of the recycling of play, and dropped Abrante Feno Marc Casado to rest more about Pedri to do more of the box-to-box job, and also add on to Abrante Feno Danny Olmo in the half spaces, and of course Rafinha to keep the weight on the left. Of course, Ferran Torres up top, and Lamine Yamal on the right-hand side from team and friend FC Barcelona. Something that I think was a good plan from Barcelona. The game didn't start off well for team and friend FC Barcelona. Huge questions for Barcelona. When Atletico de Madrid for share first goal, Antoine Griezmann got his goal. Alvarez and the goal. When they got those goals, now Barca begin to shake. And I said this morning, it is a game where Barca will have to dig deep. Can Barca dig deep? And I say, and when as soon as I say Barca, it's me impose you on the matches. No more results or man. Can they get a job done for team my friend FC Barcelona? Because it was a huge one. The fact that at the first half over there, at some point in time, you could see Guillermo Simeone just a raw version of Ricky Pig. Very, very important player. And in all of those ones now, you could tell Barca wanted to get a result, but it wasn't going to be easy at all this season. when you look at the game and look at things, you say, why is that game going to go like that? Because in the first half, when we started, Atletico de Madrid for up by 2-0, and Barca needed to respond. Barca really needed to respond. Of course, was complete domination our first half from Atletico de Madrid. We did mention, what was going to happen was that Barca will play all of the ball, they will keep the ball, they'll try to create the chances. But Atletico de Madrid will try to hit Barcelona on the turnover every time Barca lose the ball. And only game plan Atletico de Madrid and they become match him to try and hit Stima, your friend FC Barcelona, on the turnover anytime your Barca able lose so much. And then we saw it in the first half where Barca had the ball. Barca tried to influence the game from attacking point of view with a lot of touches and to break down Atletico de Madrid for 4-4-2 without the ball shape. But what went on is that every time Barca lost the ball in the turnover, then Atletico de Madrid were very 66% in terms of ball possession from team your friend FC Barcelona, then 34% from team your friend Atletico de Madrid, 1.52 XG. Then of course, also big chances made clear for both teams over there, and it was a huge one for both of those teams now. From Barca and Atletico de Madrid, and all of these games never also really important one from FC Barcelona. Said Omutimi Ekba back Enyasa goes to Enyasa Ramotanda and Javi Gallan, who is making Lamine Yamal, has a yellow card, and of course it's a deflecting Lewandowski. Maybe play second half when the game went in the Pau Kubasi, the first ever career goal against Atletico de Madrid in the Copa del Rey semi-final. Really important player, and of course you could see Brent friend Pedri. First half was also very good, very good one for Brent friend Pedri Gonzalez over there. And of course, you don't think you forget the first half of this match. A lot of drama, and of course, of course, for Barca and Atletico de Madrid at halftime. Now 3-2 for team my friend FC Barcelona. Like I said, it was a really tough game for Abrantia, for Barcelona, and all of the conversation that are going on around it now. They had to make sure that Barca will get a result in the first half. But 3-2, they just had to go in and rest. Total dominance, and the Barca pulled it back by 3-2. Then in the second half, it was just about Barca really maintaining it and then getting the job done against team my friend Atletico de Madrid. Of course, there were a lot of penalty shots from Barcelona, but they didn't get it. Whilst on the other side, Italian Serie A in the Italian Super Cup, what happened was that at halftime, Inter Milan were leading by 0 against team my friend Lazio, and that's exactly what Inter wanted to do, to start getting the result against Lazio team that they've struggled to play against in recent times. Now, they got a job done against them for Internazionale Milan, and the games that they were supposed to play. That was a good one for themselves. So it's me results, which is a good one for them. Of course, guys. Any better the Ketson on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Winning ways back for Chelsea Football Club. Until then, take care. Bye.